Hello students, our today's topic is second order high pass filter. Okay, so let me draw the circuit first. This is your R1, R2, R3. Names can be anything. C1, C2, V. Okay, this is your V0. Let us draw its frequency response. This is your gain. This is your frequency. This is where the gain is equal to 1 and the minus 3 dB fall occurs here. So this is your cutoff frequency and the fall rate is minus 40 dB per decade. Yeah, that's it. So this is what the circuit diagram and frequency response is. Let us analyze how the circuit behaves and how to get the values of C1, C2, R1, R2, R3. Okay. Yes. See here, what happens? We have C1 and C2 and their corresponding capacitive reactances XC1 and XC2. When we are at high frequency, that is this portion, when we are at high frequency portion, what happens to XC1 and XC2? We know that frequency is inversely proportional to capacitive reactance, right? So when we are at higher frequency, XC1 and XC2 will be very small, very small when the frequency is very high. So if XC1, X2 is, if they are small for high frequency compared with R1 and R2, if they are small, then they can be neglected. Their reactance can be neglected. Hence C1 and C2 have no effect on the circuit. C1 and C2 have, that is XC1 and XC2 effect is not present on the circuit. Hence we can write the output is equal to the input and the voltage gain AV is approximately equal to 1. Okay. Now let us analyze what happens when the frequency is low in this portion. Just check, is it available, visible? Yes. At low frequency, let's see how C1, C2 is going to affect. Okay, the effect of capacitance C2 and R2. C2 R2 causes output C2 and R2 will cause the output to fall at a rate of 20 dB per decade. And another 20 dB per decade fall in the gain, fall in the output is due to, which is remaining, C1 C2 R2 is done, now C1 R1 is remaining, is due to C1 and R1. Hence total effect of C1 R1 and C2 R2 will result in total 40 dB per decade fall in the output. Why there is a fall? Because of capacitance and the combination of C and R. Because at low frequency it will offer, when the frequency is low, Xc1 and Xc2 will be higher. Higher means they will provide opposition, isn't it? It will oppose, right? So since Xc1 and Xc2 are dominating for lower frequency, your gain will not remain 1, the gain starts falling down. Okay. Design part. What all we have? Yeah. There is one resistor. This resistor is found out by R2, 0.1 VBE by IB max. This is here R2. Next, what we have? R2, then we have R1 and R3, right? R1 and R3. R2 you should get, R2 will be root 2 times of XC2. You require this when you will be finding C2. Okay. In place of C2, you will be using for R2 root 2 into XC2. C1 equal to C2. Then R1 is going to be R2 by 2, and Xc1 is going to be equal to root 2 into R1. This is at cutoff frequency Fc. Then we have, what is remaining? R1, R2, R3. R3 equal to R2. You need to remember as it is. Okay. This is not going to change. One important thing here is C1 equal to C2, R3 equal to R2. Whereas R1 is equal to half of R2. This and these things are same like your second order low pass filter. Fine. That's it. So let us take one problem here.